Hello, friends. Namaste. Welcome back to this last session in online course on design thinking with emphasis on COVID 19. This is the last stage and dream stage in design thinking. In this particular stage, we will get the validity or conformity of the product or service we developed for our target users. Let us see now. Okay, friends, now let us look at our dream step to come from our service or product for the real problem, that is the testing stage, to test our own output. Okay, before going to look at the testing, let us recap what we have done so far in our design thinking with emphasis on COVID-19. The first one is empathize. We gone into the shows of our persons in need, like corona type of persons in contact with them, and the real service people like the doctors and other nurses, paramedical staff, and the police force and the sanitation staff. I mean the people who really serving a lot, and this we gone like this empathy to find out their real condition or problem. The second one is analyze, where we really found the root cause of the real problem. Here we applied multi-why principles and looked at various conflicts and addressed them and really identified the actual problem and our target persons are facing. And the third stage, we applied our thought process, gone for ideation, developed ideas, had a brainstorming, and developed prototypes, and worked on for appropriate solutions for the candidates in category A, category B, and category C we selected. Now we arrived at the testing phase or the testing stage for our product or services before launching to the functional area for purposeful or meaningful work. Because whatever we develop, that must be highly comfortable for all the users or the consumers, but not only to these particular customers. Yeah. Now let us see during this testing phase, what are the most important things we need to consider. First one is testing condition. Very important. The testing should always be in natural environment. I mean where the users or the persons who are really in need of the service or product want to use. It gives us the real-time experience, or else the purpose of the solution developed by us will is not going to be having any kind of meaning. Now let us look at the various tips we need to consider for testing. First thing is we need to remember that we're all testing the prototype but not testing the users. This is very important. I mean our solutions are products for the users but not users for our solutions. This everyone should remember. We are developing the services or products for the purpose of users. Second one is the testing context. I mean, the design thinkers need to recreate a scenario where the users will most likely to use this product or service so that we can learn more how users will interact with our prototype or the service and accessibility in the actual or real time environment. This is another important aspect of the tip to consider. Next one, we should give priority to users to interact with our prototypes, but we should not try to over explain about our product to the users. I mean, users to be given flexible preferences so that they will be comfortably trying to experience with our prototype so that we will get the best information from this. But we should not try to expose to them regarding our product in case we really want to develop a kind of product or service. And then keenly observe the user's interaction with the prototype. It is always advisable to take part of our team members while we observe at this particular stage. Then collect the feedback or opinion of the users, whether they are corona attacked persons or the contact persons with these patients or this treatment supporting staff, whomever it may be. From them, we need to collect the feedback. Most important thing here, it is always advisable for us to arrange for audio or video recording of this entire session of testing phase. This is very important for us for our quick reference at any time. Okay, after knowing about the tips for testing, now let us see how to plan for tests in a best way to get satisfactory inferences. First one is user compatibility. I mean, the user should be given freedom to compare our particular prototype with any other existing models in case it is existed, or else if it is our really the new thing, let them to be feel comfortable and know about their likes and dislikes. Next one is we should not explain more, as I already told earlier, to the users about our product. Instead, we need to let users to tell, which must be very clearly listened by all the persons in the team. Next one, users must be explained about their experiences with our prototype models. Yes. Another important thing here is we need to have a better observation while the users work on our product to feel more comfort. Another important thing here is this. Next one, we need to question the users to clarify about their experiences for our better understanding of their feelings. Then collect overall feedback, including the comfort of the users with our model, the price in case we design something for this. If it is a free, no problem. And satisfaction of the users and changes expecting from the users are what else in fact they are expected to incorporate in this particular model of prototype, whether it may be the product or service, etc. Then collect all the negative points in case users stressed in this particular aspect. Thing is here, we need to take everything with positive spirit because doing mistakes sometimes is not at all a real mistake, but it also makes us to improve and to become perfect. Then go back to our model, verify everything whatever we listen from the users, then import modifications in our model whatever so necessitated as per the feedback. Here, if necessitated, you can also consult with our experts in case we feel to require. Then update the prototype again and reconsult with our experts and recheck with the users and tell the users and again what is incorporated here, and then let the users to tell about their further extension of any kind of experiences with this particular thing. These are all very important aspects because we should see that the users or the consumers should be always happy as and when we are delivering a kind of product or service to this particular people who are in need. It is an iteration process. You can do n number of times, or you can go in any direction. I mean to say, because there is a series of steps, as I already told you, this design thinking is a human-centered technique, starting from empathy, analyze, and prototype and testing, and recording this kind of any changes you need to go. And once you have any kind of feedback, sometimes you can go back to analysis stage, where in fact you need to check this kind of root causes again, or you can go back to this particular ideation, and then you can go further by brainstorming. Like that, n number of times you can go in any direction till you get satisfaction. Because the consumer satisfaction, I'm not mentioning the customer satisfaction, I'm mentioning the consumer satisfaction is very very important here. The case is our now this particular pandemic situation, we do not know how long it continues, and we do not know how long or whomever the persons do require the services or products to come out of this particular pandemic situations. That is the reason this iteration process is very much important, because once we confirm any kind of product or service, it will be so useful and it should last for long times for the best satisfaction of the users. So friends, I hope you must have already started innovating on different kinds of products. I mean, you're on the way of innovation, or else start innovate immediately. I mean, not today, even just now. And do remember that there will be no end for innovations except the growth. So, friends, believe me, there should be no end for innovation, or innovation will never end, because this is the need of the hour in the entire globe to pacify the real problems with appropriate solution. I'm so happy that whatever the ideas, many of the ideas we discussed during this course have come into the reality. And of course, there are lots of things to do, because today we have Corona, on the other day we may have something else. So we need to continue our innovation, because innovation can change the lives, change the country, and entire the world. So let us hope that we can pacify this pandemic very soon, and we will have very happy and healthy lives soon. Till then, stay home, be safe, and let others to safe. Happy learning. Jai Hind.